Alright, here it is, Thanksgiving Day, 2009. It had been a few months since I have made a video. In fact, I think the last video I made was June or something. And I was talking about selling this thing. Well, I did sell it and then bought it back a few months later, but it has an engine in it now. You're looking at a 400 small block out of a 77 Chevy pickup. Yes, it is purple. I bought it for, I guess you could say, 400 bucks. I traded a 22 handgun that was worth about 200 bucks and then paid 200 cash. So yeah, it's the same truck I had before. The only thing missing is the running boards that were on it, but they were junk anyway. And I've just had it in here on the battery charger. Been driving around today. I've been having a starter issue, and it's been occasionally when I go to crank it, it won't turn the engine, but it'll make a really terrible squealing noise. The starter will be turning. Let's see if I can show you the flywheel. I noticed that the flywheel teeth are kind of, it looks like it's been grinding in certain spots. Let's see here. You can kind of see right there. That's not too bad. There are some worse spots. It's not really, the height of the teeth aren't ground off. It's mostly just ground off on the side of the flywheel facing the engine. And the worst is, I'd probably say maybe about 1.5 centimeters or so is ground off on the worst spots, but I don't know. I'm sure the starter gear, if it's been grinding up at the starter gear, is probably worn a little bit. I thought it looked like a fairly new reman starter. I think it is. It's probably not as new as I thought it was, though. The old starter is in the back of the truck, and it has a broken nose cone. Anyway, let's see if we can get this cranked up. It's the choke is disconnected, so in the morning it is a huge pain in the rear end to start. But once it's warmed up, it's not too bad. Get the charger off here. See if we can get it going. Oh, it's cold. It's not too cold. It'll get a lot colder. Seats are a little torn up. I had seat covers on, but the guy who I bought it from decided to take them, I guess. To buy a couple seat covers, but you know, it's not too bad, especially for a $400 truck. Let's see here. Very slow. It's normally not this slow. Alright, let's see if it'll go. Camera over here. Huh. Well, that was nice. It has a few exhaust leaks that I'll weld up here when I get the chance. Really, it's either got to be that header leaking or an extremely noisy lifters. Not sure which, but my money's on the header. I'll have to get some good header gaskets and replace them. I know that headers are a huge pain. She burns a little bit of oil. I'd say maybe a little over a quart each oil change. But I don't know, what can you expect? The carburetor is a 4-barrel Rochester Quadra-Junk, and I think I'm gonna replace it here before too long with an Edelbrock or something a little better. And I know the Quadra-Junks aren't too terrible if you know how to tune them, but I haven't really done much with carbs, so. But let's take it for a drive. Oh boy. I've got the gauges up in the dash. The oil pressure gauge and the temperature gauge don't work. They're down here now. But the ones down there do work. And no radio. I did have a radio when I had it, but I guess the previous owner took it. I'll have to get one. I don't really like driving in silence. But the transmission shifts very well. I was kind of surprised. The guy I bought it from told me it was rebuilt. Around 3,000 miles on the rebuild. It does shift like it. It shifts very well. It doesn't drive too bad. You know, it drives like a big old boat, but it does go down the road nice and straight. No huge problems there. Look both ways. I think my neighbors think I'm nuts. Too many Suburbans. A couple 95 Chevrolets. One of my favorite years, I don't know why. Oh, make sure your seatbelt's on, don't speed. The four-wheel drive works like a charm. Automatic locking hubs. I'll have to go have some fun when it snows a little bit more. As you can see, it's kind of melted enough that all the big parking lots are pretty much dry, so can't really go have much fun out there yet. But yeah, I think a new car, I think a tune-up really would help this thing out, and that's the exhaust needs some hangers welded on and some, you know, leaks welded, and a tune-up, and that'll be probably, I don't know, I don't want to put a whole lot of money into this thing, but it is nice and solid, and that's good. Take a little ride out in the country. I think I'll go park over here, see if I can get it started again. Maybe I'm flirting with danger here. I think I might have been holding the starter too long and kind of grinding away at those teeth. I'm not quite sure though. I'll have to ask the guy who I bought it from, see if he had any problems with it. Let's see here. Park at the old abandoned school. Alright. Let's see if we can get it going again. Yep, just like that. Alright. Well, that's kind of nice. Well, anyway, holds decent oil pressure. Here she is. I'll make a few more videos probably this winter driving around. I really love these old trucks. Have a few loose ends to tighten up on it, but we'll get it done. Along with the new grill, maybe. GMC Chevrolet. Alright, thanks for watching.